The development of renewable energy technologies is growing significantly nowadays. Renewable energy is a natural resource that helps provide suitable electricity in countries. It is considered as an achievement for these technologies which have overcome several barriers against their competitors. Here are 5 barriers towards renewable energy technology. The natural resources need to compete with other energy resources like gas, coal, and fossil fuels. Nuclear, coal, and natural gas are providing most of the energy for the world. Hence, it becomes a tough situation for renewable energy technologies to enter the market compared to more traditional sectors. Renewable resources might also need to compete with companies that are benefiting from existing expertise, infrastructure, and policy. An increase in government investment in clean energy, in the form of research and development, loan assistance, and subsidies would help technologies enter the market. Although wind and solar and other renewables are cheap to operate, their maintenance is minimal, and their fuel is also free. The expense would primarily come from building these technologies. For example, installing wind and solar technologies would need a higher cost, which makes the government as well as financial institutions more likely to find renewables risky. Investors should realize that the wind and the utility-scale solar can become least expensed renewables if the costs over the lifespan for installing them are considered. Besides, their energy capital cost might also continue to lower down for the next years to come. The renewable energy competitors would highlight that the renewable generation would always need government assistance to produce electricity grid. They can also stress that renewable energy generators would need fossil fuels as a backup. Despite misconception, they can become highly reliable when spread into a large area and paired with compatible generation sources. Smart appliances, real-time pricing, advanced batteries, and other modern grid technologies would also help to have a well-performing grid. Selecting an appropriate location can be challenging, making it one of the barriers to renewable energy. Doing it also requires permits, contracts, community relations, and negotiations that lead to increased costs for the project. Transmission is the infrastructure and power lines needed to control and move the electricity from the area generated to its consumption. But since the renewable sources are newcomers, then most transmissions that exist nowadays was built to contain nuclear plants and fossil fuels. Some countries spend almost $38 billion on subsidies for fossil fuels annually. The government incentives like subsidies will help taxpayers to fund the mining, electricity generation, drilling, and the industry's research and development. Moreover, renewable energy sources will get fewer subsidies and receive less political treatment. They're competing with industries that directly get subsidies and indirectly unable to punish polluters. The renewable energy technologies are a clean power generating systems that they have shown success and potential. Despite their success in the industry, there would still be barriers or obstacles that renewable sources need to overcome against competitors.